From the produce fields of Yuma, you're watching a show with Zay Frank.
So I was thinking, recently I was sitting with a group of people and there was a woman who was sitting next to me and she was telling a funny story, the kind of funny story where you're incredulous at how idiotic people can be. And I was laughing because everyone else was laughing, but at the same time I felt like she was stealing attention away from who? Me, because I secretly wanted the attention. And I found myself trying to anticipate her jokes and thought about how I could do it better. And in the middle of this self-absorbed, isolated thinking, a friend of mine who was laughing very hard turned to her and he said, "You're so funny." What a lovely thing to say. And it's true, she was funny. And I wondered why I hadn't said that and why I got lost in some weird bullshit envy spiral. And I wondered how many other times I'd failed to give someone that gift, just to be right there, just to say what's happening. You're a great friend, you're funny. You're making me happy. And that made me think of this children's book that I read recently where this kid is throwing stones into a pond and watching as the ripples emanate out from the center. And this is some sort of a metaphor about kindness and the effect that it has on the world, but I never liked the pond and ripple analogy. It reminds me of rain, and rain makes me sad. Obviously there's the relation to the wetness of tears, but there's also the fallingness of it, the giving in to gravity. It just seems so sad. Now wind I like, not when it's all going in the same direction, a bunch of followers, but when it dances around you, that's happy air. But wind, that's beside the point. We were talking about rain and how crappy it is as a metaphor for kindness and how sad it is, mainly because there's a lack of light. Now light, that's a good metaphor for the spread of kindness. And light as a metaphor makes me think of this wonderful quote from the book Gilead, namely, "The moon looks wonderful in this warm evening light, just as a candle flame looks beautiful in the light of morning." Light within light. It seems to be a metaphor for the human soul, the singular light within the great general light of existence. And that's how I like to think of kindness, I guess, as little rays of light that emanate out from the interactions that you have with people, maybe little candles that light inside them. Not some circular symmetrical ripple from a drop, but irregular shafts and shards of light in different colors and intensities. And those shafts of light spidering out from person to person, you just don't know the effect you have on people, not of a smile, of a hug. And you can tell the people that have had a lot of experience with kindness. They glow like they do have a lot of little tiny candles burning inside of them. And I know I don't do enough of it. I don't do enough of it with the people that I care about or the Starbucks barista, and I know that it has an impact. I know it has an impact because there's a tiny little candle burning inside of me from a hand placed on my shoulder from a substitute teacher whose name I forgot in second grade when I was having a particularly bad day. It's like a first-person shooter of kindness and I'm losing, and if you think this is cheesy or stupid, I hope you get shot right in the chest with a big shaft of light and you smile so big your jaw breaks apart. And I'm gonna start right now. You guys are really, really, really good at Would You Rathers. Runner-up number 1, Harky McClarky wrote, "Would you rather live with the I'm about to sneeze feeling or have the I have an itch but I can't find it feeling for a week?" Runner-up number 2, James DeHolly writes, "Would you rather live sadly in a world of happiness or happily in a world of sadness?" Runner-up number 3, Moringen writes, "Would you rather have living eyebrows that crawl about your face or leave a trail of paprika wherever you go?" And the winner, as chosen by Stefan the intern, is Mellyfish88 with, "Would you rather have your skin change into vibrant colors according to your emotional state or wildly and uncontrollably flail your arms around whenever you walk?" Kindness gun.
Bye bye, it's a bye.